What is up, guys? Team Feels here with another video, and today I have a replay for you, and it is going to be a GOAT format replay. I just played this match. It was against Moxies. Moxies is a pretty well-known player. For people who follow the GOAT community, you will probably recognize the name and know that he has done very, very well in GOAT format itself. So this was the replay. I got paired up against him. His rating is significantly higher than mine because I just started playing the format on Dueling Book today. I haven't played on Dueling Book for GOAT format in a few months. So let's just go ahead and play this, and we'll go through. So he wins the RPS, and he got to choose, so he obviously went first. I'm actually going to pause this and show both of our hands. So you could see that he opened Nobleman, Kaiku, Donzalug, Kaiku, Mirror Force, Graceful Charity, and I opened Blade Knight, Call the Haunted, Solemn Judgment, Graceful Charity, and Rhoda. So we'll just go ahead and go through the plays here. So he goes Graceful. He draws 3, so he hits a Nobleman, a Rhoda, and a Ring. He pitches the Nobleman and 1 Kaiku, then normals the other, sets his Ring, and passes. So I draw Saku. We go Graceful. Graceful gets us 2 more Solemns and a level 2. I figured he was on aggro when he discarded a Kaiku and normaled a Kaiku, so I discarded the level 2 because I figured I wouldn't need it. And I discarded 1 Judgment because I definitely didn't need 3. Then I set 4 back row, tried to swing, and naturally he goes Ring, which makes perfect sense, which is obviously going to go through. I pass turn. He goes straight to battle, which kind of surprised me, but it also didn't at the same time because I had back row. So I Saku his Kaiku. He sets a cross out and passes. So there's the Dust Shoot, and I have Rhoda there. Rhoda grabs the Donzalug, so I want to start like pulling stuff out of his hand. So I normal the Zalug, swing, hit him for the 14, and we end up hitting from his hand the Mirror Force, which is a really good hit. We set the Dust Shoot and activate it. We shuffle the Blade Knight. He normals the Zalug, and he crashes, which I guess is kind of cool. I think he was trying to bait out back row, which there was no reason for me to use back row. So we go call here, bring back the Zalug, because I want to try and hit that Rhoda out of his hand. And unfortunately, we don't hit the Rhoda. We actually end up hitting the Dust Shoot, which is okay. He normals the Exiled, and on the summon, I was like, no, that's not good. So I wanted to Judgment it because I knew Rhoda's last card in hand. So it forced him to set it. I normal the Sasuke, and he's just going to go ahead and scoop there because he has no other plays. So that was game 1. Going into game 2, obviously he's going to choose to go first, and he has on the field currently. Premature, or in his hand, I should say. Premature Burial. He has a Sasuke. He has Smashing Ground. He has Skilled Dark and Judgment. And in my hand, I have Sork, MST, Saku, Donzalug, Dust Tornado. He definitely has a little more firepower than I do as far as stats go, but let's see how this plays out. He draws into a Rhoda for turn. Normals the Sasuke and sets the Judgment. And I feel like he should have like tried to bait me out with something rather than setting Judgment right away, but he didn't. So I MST the Judgment, which is good, obviously, because I drew into Zombra. Zombra just hits him for the 300, then Zombra goes to 19. I decide to set a Dust Tornado and not the Saku, because I can set the Saku off the Dust Tornado. So he goes for the Sasuke. He Smashing Grounds my Zombra, and then he swings, which is fine. Then he sets the Premature. End phase, I dust it, and then I get the set Saku off of that, which is pretty sweet. Set the Zalug and pass because I can't beat over his Sasuke currently. So he goes Rhoda, he Exiled Force and pops the Zalug. Then he swings with the Sasuke. I Saku the Sasuke because it's going to put him down to like nothing. Normal the Blade Knight, and we're going to swing in for 2k, and it's going to go through because he just has a Dust Tornado set, and he Dust Tornadoes the back row. I don't know why he didn't do that in end phase, but I was thinking he was guessing, like, did he draw something decent? So he goes and he Smashing Grounds my Blade Knight, and then he hits me for 19, which is fine. Then I'm going to go ahead and summon the Sork because that's pretty good. He thought I was banishing. I wasn't. I wanted to swing over it. I wanted to hit him for the damage. And then I set called and I pass. He goes and he draws a Rhoda, which gets him a Blade Knight. And he just passes, which he probably should have just summoned the Blade Knight to like have some defense up because he was kind of low on life. I get the breaker and I swing with both, and he takes the damage, and then I flip the called, or the Call of Haunted, and he just admits defeat there because I had the Zalug for game. Even if it wasn't game, he would have lost the Blade Knight, and I don't think he was playing through this regardless. So that was the match. Pretty good match overall for me anyways. It was kind of one-sided for the most part, but still, Moxie's very, very good player. Props to him. Great game if you are watching this. I had a blast playing you. Very, very enjoyable and very fun. I've seen a lot of your matches in the past, so it was an absolute pleasure. But that basically wraps it up for this video on the channel for the day. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on so you get updated when I go ahead and I post cool content like this. And for right now, this is Team Yugi Fails signing out.